Oh yeah, it's a movie. So I might have to go soon. So because it's um one of the routines I like to do with Vicky is like um one of the things that I don't know how to like phrase it. Like one of her critiques of me in our marriage is, and I think it's a very reasonable complaint, is as Grace is patient and graceful as she has taken a lot of investment into what I like and what my hobbies are. Um, but she's commented and said like there are a lot of interests that I have, and you haven't taken the same level of interest, that it doesn't feel like you value me the same way I value you and like what you're passionate about. So I think that's a very fair criticism of me. So one of the compromises that we've done, or one way that I've been trying to do better to her, is, let's spend a night and let's pick a TV show or a movie that you are really liking or watching, and let's watch it together. Where she gets to pick the activity for the night. So one of the big things for me, like I didn't really put an expectation, and like I don't think I've ever said like, "Hey, Vicky, you have to come to a Smash tournament" or anything. But because she knew it meant so much to me, she was like, "Okay, like even though like I'm not particularly interested in Smash, like I'm gonna come to these events because I know it's important to him." Um, so um, so I think that's like really, and that's really awesome of her. And I think I neglected, because she used to like help drive smashers to events, get them, give rides and stuff, and she's taken a lot of interest into what things I like. And granted, I didn't really ask for it, but at the same time, like she put in a lot of effort to make sure she knew my friends from Smash, um, and take genuine interest. So I think that's like one thing like I could do a lot better for her, is take more of an interest in her things too. So yeah, it's funny because like I feel like there are a lot of people have asked me about my relationship, and I don't know how I go about giving relationship advice without seeming preachy. Like I was thinking that maybe like we're like me giving advice, it's inevitably going to become preachy, or like you should do this or you should do that, right? And I don't know how to do it tastefully. Maybe like one thing I was thinking about is Vicky and I, we just grab questions on Twitter and about relationships and like how we do our relationship, and maybe we just answer them in a vlog fun format where we just talk about questions or issues that people have as we read them, and just kind of give from our experience like how we think about it. um I don't know. That was just an idea I had. I have a lot of ideas, I just don't know how well they would execute, and maybe I think I have like a little fear of like if I do it and it doesn't like, and it's more of like a paralysis thing where I don't know how it's gonna pan out, and then like already eliminating myself by saying like maybe it's probably just a waste of time that I even create ideas and put in the energy to create this content. Like I'm self-eliminating the possibility before even giving it a shot. Um, and I think I'm being a kind of a hypocrite to my own advice, right? Because a lot of people in the past have gone, when I vlogged a lot, were like, "Oh, how do you do it?" You know, and like I was thinking about doing this, and I'd always tell them, "You just do it. Just do it and see what happens. Do it, see what happens, see what works and doesn't work, and then you go from there." And I think I'm like not even taking the advice I'm giving to people, because I'm just like, oh, like it's not gonna work. And, like I keep stopping myself from actually executing. So that's like one thing I need to do, is just go and do it. Do it. Just give me a Nike logo. Just do it. I don't know if you guys know Zell, but Zell's actually gonna be moving into my house pretty soon. So I think they've been on a their Zell also creates content, and he's kind of been in a stasis right now. So maybe like us two living together, maybe we rub off and actually produce stuff and produce cool content. But yeah, that's like the surprise announcement. Um, it's kind of crazy, and it's also surreal. I'm I'm building a little recklessly. Um, I've been married for 2 years, and it always surprises me when I just take a step back and go like, wow, like, like where has the time gone? And damn, like I'm actually married. It still feels surreal. Because it's one of those things that like I think for a lot of people, they look into like eager anticipation that someday in the future, like this thing is gonna happen, and then it finally happens, and because there's been so much anticipation going into it, it's like, oh, like it actually happened. So I'm still in that surreal phase. I don't know if we're still in the honeymoon phase. We definitely, are very happily in love, and we're getting to know each other's families more. Like my older brother and my older sister both have kids now, so now like we're playing with them as a couple, as uncles and aunts, to being like, it's what family life, what I imagine family life would be to a certain extent, where we'd be playing with kids, our relatives, our nieces, nephews. And it's been fun. We went to visit my sister, who has now a 1-year-old, who just recently turned one. Oh yeah, I should do a video on how to do that rotation. A lot of people with specifically the eyepiece, don't know actually about that rotation, so they don't know how to climb the hump. And I see a lot of people lose because they don't know how to do that rotation. It's actually pretty simple. But I can probably create like I don't know, like a quick video on like what you do. It's actually really simple. You think you rotate with the right button, you actually press the left button, rotation button there. And that's how you are able to kick the eyepiece, kind of like a pole vault, into getting it above. But a lot of people, they struggle because they don't know about that particular rotation. So the secret is you press the other rotation button, and that's all you need to do, and you'll get that piece above the hump. Rather than struggling, rotating, and mashing that button, that's all you need to do. So that's a little secret. Oh, I'm dead. Anyway, let me check up on Vicky. I'll be back. I need to build a little fast. GG's, Matt. I need to make sure Dumpling's with me. Awoo. Awoo. Ow. 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 Alright. Let me check on Vicky and I'll be right back. This might have been the last